I'm ready to go to bed. It's season 5, episode 213. It's April Fools, but this is no April Fools show. This is a real show. Swear to God, this is really real. We are going to be giving away some stuff today too, so make sure you say hello to Will Fly over at willflyppg.com. I think that we're live. Let's double check everything. Yes, we are. I love when we're live, man. I live. It's a good thing. Look at all the people in the super chat already. We got Kramer, John Wayne, Scuba, Gary, Angela, CB's 555.
Yeah.
And we're going to be giving away some stuff. So make sure you say hello to our very own Will Fly from willflyppg.com. Man, look at everybody that we got. Scuba Steve in the house. We got Jim from Canada and his maple syrup smelling money. Woo! Got Kyle Neal, which is our new director of operations over at Paramotor or Run to the Sky. Fly School, we got Linda Anderson. She's our PR girl over at Run to the Sky. Kevin Houston, our president of Run to the Sky. Will Fly, our treasurer of Run to the Sky. And Jim, just with his maple syrup smelling money. And I tell you, it's awesome. And Scuba Steve. Oh, don't tell me. Um, um, bad guy paramotor. Scary paramotor. Rootin' tootin' shooting paramotor.
You're getting there.
Bad apple paramotor.
If you're not inside, you're
Outside.
Outside
Right.
I know what
paramotor.
it is.
Outside
I know what it
paramotor.
is.
no.
If you're
get-
not an in-law, you're
And
a
And if you're breaking, if you're a criminal, you're breaking the
law.
Statutes.
Law
Statutes.
paramotor.
Statutes of paramotors. Statutes
No.
of paramotors.
I
You
already
take the
knew what it
first.
was.
You take the first part out, and then you take the other part. Law.
Yes.
Paramotoroutlaw.com.
Dude,
Oh.
you have to draw us a picture.
See how close I was?
Yeah, you was so close.
Oh my goodness, that is
That's
so
funny.
funny. All right, so we are going to be talking about paramotors tonight. We're also going to be giving away that windsock from Lone Star Paramotor tonight. So make sure you say hello to Will Fly. We're going to be spinning the spinning wheel. Tomorrow I do have hand surgery. They're going to be taking out a cyst out of my finger right here. So I'll be handless tomorrow. They're just going to chop it off there. They said it'd just be easier.
On the inside of the hand?
Yeah, like right here.
So that's an insist.
And then I got one right there.
Is it a bone spur?
No, it's a ganglion cyst. I got more. They've taken them out all over my body. I'm just full of cysts.
Dang.
Oh, Grandpa, what do you expect, right? So they're going to take out that, and then probably a month or so they're going to take out the other one. I don't know why they said they have no idea why they grow and what they're from, whatever. But they seem to happen a lot to some people.
Do they hurt? Do they hurt when you're like when you were
Only if I grab
when you're
onto
paramoting? Do they hurt when you? Yeah.
if I grab onto anything like a door handle, a toggle, a throttle, yeah, I can feel
I
it.
think that only happens to people that do a lot of motor off landings. Yeah, that's.
A lot of
must
foot
be
drag
it.
the landing.
It might be it. So we're gonna make this a short podcast tonight. I know what short, under an hour. How does that even happen? Well, we're gonna try to do that tonight. Maybe even shorter. Maybe we'll spin the spinning wheel and at 7:30, and then try to wrap it up right after that. And make it like 45 minutes tonight. Is that even possible?
I don't know, man. You always say it, and it never
It's
happens.
not happening.
I try my best, man. I really do. Linda got a really cool possible guest in the future. Did you want to talk about your cool guest that you possibly are going to get?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been busy. We got a weatherman that's going to be our guest in a couple weeks, and his name's Dave Work, and I'm going to get up with him tomorrow and get him all scheduled. And he's the weather expert. He actually worked with Eric Farewell. He trained with Eric Farewell, I believe. And Eric's the one that I kind of went through James Sutherland, who got me through to Eric, and then Eric got me to Dave. So and he's an expert on the weather and all that. So we're gonna get him on the show in another couple weeks. I'm pretty
That'd
excited
be-
about that.
That'd be really good. How many people know their weather out there? Everybody, they know their weather, they know their micrometeorology, they know their clouds. Everybody? Winds aloft?
Cumulus nimbus.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna,
No cloud suck for me. All right.
All right. So apparently everybody needs a little bit of weather in their life. Whether it's good or whether it's bad.
But hey, Steve, he's donated $5 in the super chat. Thank you, dude.
Oh man, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Um, definitely appreciate you. Let's see. What are we
It says that's their first donation they've ever done on a live stream. That's pretty cool.
really? Well then,
Yeah.
super. Thank you very much. Let me go there and check it out. Oh my
Yeah, it
God.
says, let's celebrate their first super on a live stream, which is
Yeah.
That is cool. I see a thumbs up also on Seabreeze's thing. Can you do a thumbs up on it?
yes, you can like it.
Oh, okay. I'll put a heart on it. I don't know what else I can do. Hey, you know what? Maybe we can even do something really cool for them. Let's go ahead and add them as a moderator. Standard moderator. You are now a moderator, CBs. Thank you very much. So not only
Hey.
are you a donator, but you are now a moderator. So we definitely appreciate you.
So let's talk about the importance of a pre-flight inspection, because I mean, it's something we all should do, I think, but it definitely saved me from probably a very bad experience flying Saturday, because as I was doing my pre-flight inspection, I noticed that my prop had a crack in it, which I haven't crashed it or anything, but it was just from some sand damage I had the previous year. And it's been sitting ever since. So when I went to check it and I checked the prop, I was like, oh, if I would have flown with that prop, guaranteed it would have exploded while I was in the air, and I would have had to come down quick. And I was by a bunch of water. I do have flotation, but I don't want to try them out. Just saying.
I agree.
Yeah.
So when you do your pre-flight, what do you look for when you do your pre-flight exactly?
I check everything. I check the hoop. I make sure everything's connected on the hoop, the Velcro, all the lines that go to that, the netting, make sure the net's tight. Then I go down from, I'll check the prop before I get over to any of the moving parts and stuff. Then I go check the prop. I go down the leading edge of the prop to see if I can feel any bumps, cracks, anything, and on the back edge, because sometimes your prop can snap a little bit and you won't know it unless you feel the back to feel the crack right there. Make sure all the nuts are tight on that. But I mean, at that point I stopped because I found the bad spot. But yeah, I go through everything. Your harness is very important. Also, make sure all your latches are working order and doesn't accidentally pop loose. So check all your latches to make sure they lock and stay secure. If you lock it and you pull it and it pops loose, that's not good. You need a new connection point. And also, they can get damaged and frayed. If that looks like a point where it might break, then don't risk it.
I hate when they get afraid.
They get afraid. Oh,
Well, is there like a checklist that you normally do, or is there
there
one
is. I mean, I've
Okay.
never wrote it down. Your air box is another big one. Mine is tethered to the frame as well as being, tight on the carb, but those things pop off a lot and damage people's props. So I would definitely check that also. I check my fuel lines and stuff. I see if there's any, I make sure they're still malleable. They're still squishy, not cracking or anything. Air bubbles in my fuel line, I look for those. What else? Carabiners, very important. Make sure that those are in good working order also, because that's what's basically your wing is connected to that. If they're not working good or facing wrong or not locked when you lock into your wing, then that's very bad also.
for sure?
What else am I missing? If you have a reserve on your paramotor, double check that. a lot of times those little leads on there, the little basically weed eater string will pop out. If one of those is out, it could catch on something real easy and accidentally deploy your reserve when you don't want it to be. That's bad, especially in the middle of a takeoff.
I received a checklist. A
Oh, you got a
pre-flight
checklist? There you go,
checklist
Jim.
from my instructor. He gave me this manual, and yeah, I've never used it, but I'm sure it's valuable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it says check your fuel cap is fastened tightly. That'd be a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how many people take off and they didn't do that. If you go
Yeah.
to paramotorcollege.com or you go to Run to the Sky, we do have the Paramotor College. This is a really good page to check out. So not only do you have a complete training package that has everything from it has everything, it has your waivers and your exams, tells you all about paramotors.
Nice. Another one,
Got a
make
whole
sure you have fuel because, Will forgot that one.
Yeah, we got a whole study guide, and in the study guide, it also has not only questions and answers, but it also has checklists and stuff too. So you might want to come and check this out. It's a free download over at paramotorcollege.com. Lots of cool stuff to look at. If you want to, we even got the airspace video package, so you can have a study guide, tells you all about airspace, our 103. So if you are kind of on the cusp of not knowing everything on your sectional charts, airspace 103, you might want to download this, go through it, print it out. It's really good information. This is what we have over at Run to the Sky for our learning guides for all the students. So it's free for everybody. We're going to have videos on there very soon, so it's going to be a complete study guide with videos.
Oh my God. I
What?
can see the video behind and it's showing that black dot go down the screen. I thought there was a bug crawling down my TV screen. All right.
What are you
It was-
talking about?
All right. I'm watching the YouTube video in the background. So as you were scrolling through the web page, on the right-hand side, there was a small black dot as you're going down the page. And it looked like a bug crawling down my screen, but it was just a black dot.
April Fools.
Oh, the little scrolly thing. Okay. yeah.
Exactly. It looked like
see.
something was, I was like, what the hell is crawling down? And I was like, oh, that's Sean scrolling. All right. Yeah.
I
Also
know,
check
that's
your motor
cool.
mounts. Make sure your
funny.
motor mounts are good because you can
Oh,
get
there
one
you
of
go.
those broken. And if that snaps, and your springs on your exhaust, all that stuff's important. It's all how thorough you want to be when you do your pre-flight check. Some of it you don't, I check it every time, but some people check it like every once in a while, but they do the main stuff every time.
I think the best bet is to go through and check every nut and bolt.
Yeah.
Doesn't really take that long. And if you do your post flight, which I think is even more important, because if Scuba Steve did his post flight and he saw that crack, then he would have been able to order another prop instead of getting ready to go fly and then find it the next day when he did a pre-flight. Your
Yeah.
post flight is really super important. That way, you know that the next time you go out and fly, it's already done. How many people post flight? Really? Am I the only one? Wills?
No, I did look at my prop after I flew, but all I could see was it looked like the prop had some sand damage. It didn't look as bad. It's been sitting since last October. It looked fine when I put it up, but now it didn't look so good. But I checked it before and I did not see any crack then.
I wonder if it happened between that, this last X amount of months that you left it in the garage. I wonder if it happened in the garage.
It's very possible.
Hmm.
There's nothing down there, but weather, temperature changes, who knows? It must have been on its just very thin piece of carbon fiber and just popped open. But it had a good, I don't know, inch or so gap right there that wind could have got in, and that would have just made that thing explode.
Yeah, that would not be good. We don't need any exploding props. In about 10 minutes, we're going to say hello to everybody in the super chat. So make sure if you are watching this, you say at least hello to Will Fly. He's putting together a spinny wheel of winny things. We're going to be giving away a windsock from Lone Star Paramotor tonight. So make sure you say hello in the super chat to Will Fly. So Jim, what's been up with you? You've been flying up there. It's been cold.
It has been. I did get up. I've been up a couple times this winter, or a few times actually. So I'm pretty thankful for that. I really, tomorrow morning, guys, well, not tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning is crazy, is still cold. It's like, let me see, I'll tell you. Oh, it's not so bad now. It's -4 tomorrow morning.
What?
But get this, it's
no.
going to be 10 degrees by 3 o'clock. So I think we're going to go for a midday flight.
For 10 degrees is your warm air, huh? All
Yeah.
right.
So that is going to be like, what is that? 51.
Oh, 51. Oh, okay. I don't mind flying in the 50s. 51, that's kind of on the low side of what I like to
Yeah,
fly.
he's talking Celsius.
Yeah, okay.
So
Sure.
now the big problem is going to be making sure that I get up without getting my wing wet. Because it's like everything around here is wet due to all the melting snow. So that'll be interesting.
We did
Up
not
in
get
the
any snow this
70s.
year.
Most days now, which is perfect. I like the 70s.
Yeah, I think we had the 80s this last weekend. It was really nice and warm. I'm glad we get some warm weather again. I hate cold weather when it drops down into the 60s. Just way too cold.
Yeah. I wanted to say something about the checklist and pre-flight stuff. The one thing that a lot of new pilots, especially, probably forget to look at is the big picture, because a checklist, usually you're looking at one specific thing, and if you look at one specific thing, you may overlook something larger. Like, as for example, when you're flying an airplane, your checklist begins as you approach the plane. You're looking at the big picture. So like hoop damage or anything that's, you're not so much at that point looking for something that is right. You're looking for something that looks off. You know what I mean? Is kind of that's how I approach it. But the other thing that came to mind, and the longer you're in the sport, you'll see that paramotor pilots that keep their motors clean are the ones that find the problems quickly. You know, because as you're cleaning, you're pretty much going over the whole kit and caboodle. So yeah, keep your motors clean, and that's a great time to, inspect things.
I think so too.
Now you're going to say I was on mute.
No.
That's what you usually do. Sorry.
After all that.
Yeah, can you repeat that real quick? I
Yeah.
think you said something.
Keep your motors clean.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. Maybe people think of their paramotor like a dirt bike or something. Oh, it's just another motor. You know, that thing is your life. That thing, your life is in its hands. So it's like, I mean, your motor, if your motor dies, you just glide down. But still, you definitely don't want like your prop to explode midair or something like that, or especially one of your risers to come off your carabiner or something. That would be really bad. So
100%, I agree. I am making a quick PDF checklist. So I'm gonna have that available for us in just a moment. It's a 3-page checklist, pre-flight, flight, post-flight, and I'll have that up in just a moment.
A lot of new people in the chat there.
In about 8 minutes, we're going to say hello to everybody in the chat. So please make sure you say hello to Will Fly. Everybody else that you want to say hello to, obviously, you can say hello to me, Sean Simons, PPG Grandpa. I always like when people say hello to me, so it's all good. Let's see. This is going to be, oh, I know what we can do. I'm going to put it over here. Trying to figure out where I want to put this. So who wants to continue to talk as I get this PDF ready to download for people?
I think that's a great idea that you clean your motor, clean your exhaust, clean your tank, clean all those things. And then that's a really good way to see what's going on with your paramotor. I thought
I
that
gotta-
was a good suggestion.
I got a compressor, so like, especially if I've been near the beach or something, I got a compressor with just a blower nozzle. I try to blow all that sand out of there before I even start cleaning anything, because you'll just be grinding sand into whatever you're trying to wipe down. So I try to blow all that stuff off of the paramotor first. Just an idea.
So what do you use to clean the motor with? What,
I mainly WD-40. That's the cure-all for everything, you know. It definitely makes the prop feel a lot better. I will lather that thing down with some WD-40. I mean, it's not like it's soaking in it, but I do make it shine.
that's what I use too, namely because it's cheap and readily available.
Oh yeah, I got like 4 or 5 cans of I keep cans in my car, the house, the base. I got cans everywhere of WD-40.
So how about just before you take off? Check.
Oh, putting WD-40 on it before I take off?
No. What do you check?
Legs.
Your pre-flight flight, your run-up flight, whatever you want to call it, just before you know, as you're getting strapped in, before you send it, checklist.
Legs, chest, chin.
Yeah, as far as that goes, yeah.
So, yeah. So what was that? Who said the leg, chest, chin?
That was Kevin.
Me.
Kevin. Yeah. So on that, I can add to that too from experience that after I've done all, I actually do it twice. I do the leg, chest, chin, and then I go back over it leg, chest, chin, just to make sure and tug on them, make sure that the connectors are connected. And one last step I do is before the very last thing I do is I'll lift up each leg to make sure that once I put pressure on the strap, that it's not going to pull the connection apart. And I've had that happen. So that's
I had that happen too.
yeah.
I did the leg, chest, chin. I thought everything was connected. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check it again, and I did, and one of them popped loose because I didn't have it clicked in all the way. So I double checked it again and again. I was like, okay, now it's good. And I was okay.
Yeah, it's not hard to get a piece of fabric in between
Yeah,
there. It just
yeah.
doesn't latch. And I got up once and only had one leg strap, and it was quite scary. From, you know, your heart just starts pounding.
Could you get in your seat?
Yeah, I was able to do it, but I had to hang there for a while because I wanted to, I couldn't just do it normal like. I had to put my throttle down, and I had to get my hands in there as well. So I had to stow my brakes.
Oh, you didn't pull both brakes to get in the seat?
No, no, I didn't. Thank goodness.
I couldn't get in my
Goodness.
seat. I tried. I just could not get in my seat. I just came around and landed.
I mean, another thing, I mean, obviously everybody probably does it. It's just common sense, but I always check my throttle before I even try to pull start my paramotor. Some people have electric start, but you still need to check the throttle, make sure it's springing back and not staying stuck open, because you don't want to start it at full throttle. That is fun.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
do a
it's
whole
force
lot.
of habit though. I'm just like, I guess you should tell people, but once you do it a few times, it's just habit. You like click, click, click. Okay, it's working.
Yeah.
Or some people will have cruise control on their throttle and forget that it's tight, and that throttle will be halfway open, and when they pull it, vroom, they're moving forward or on the ground.
Yeah, I guess that could happen.
Yep.
Yeah, always double check to make sure that your throttle goes in and out. When we go out and start the students, we always say, make sure the throttle goes in and out. And that not only protects the student, but it also protects whoever is going to start your paramotor. So if you're going to start somebody's paramotor, always make sure that you see them checking their throttle before you start their paramotor, because they're strapped in, they're probably not going to get anything chopped. But if you're doing this number and you're right there and it goes full throttle, you know, you got to protect yourself. So always make sure that whoever you're starting will check their throttle also.
Did
So-
he add a second spring to help his pull back to idle position?
What's that? Say it again.
Well, CBs said they added a second spring to their carb to help it pull back to idle position. The only problem I would have with that is when you go to let off your throttle, you know, you shouldn't let it off real quick because it'll make you surge. But so if you have that extra spring on there, when you go to let off, you have to be really careful how slow you let out on your throttle, or that spring will yank it closed, and then you'll have a bad surge. I guess once you get used to it, it's fine. But
Most actually do have more than one spring. They got the spring over at the carburetor and they got a spring return in your throttle. So
I don't know if mine has one in the throttle itself. It
what
might.
extra spring is he talking about? What extra spring are you talking about? Because usually there's one at your throttle and then there's one inside your throttle and the one by your carburetor.
There is one in the throttle. It's got like a V spring. Yeah, I remember it now because I did have it apart.
Mhm. All right, it's 7:30. How's our Will look, Will? And if he's talking, he's on mute.
I think the wheel's looking like awesome. I think I've got everyone in it.
Excellent. Linda, you ready to say hello to everybody with your super awesome pom-poms?
Oh,
All your
there I am.
throttles.
Yes, yes. Look how shiny these. So fun.
I think the wheel's looking like awesome. I think I've got everyone in it. Excellent. I think someone's got an echo.
All right, whoever has their
me.
thing on, make sure you put it on mute.
Take care of your thing, man.
Holy moly.
Put
Oh,
your
got it.
thing
All right,
on
you
mute.
guys.
We don't want to hear your thing.
I wait to see all my chatters. Thank you so much, chatters, for joining us tonight.
Oh,
Monday night.
I'm gonna pull up the list, Linda.
No, I'm doing my introduction.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just saying hi,
okay.
chatters. I'm welcome on Monday night.
Gotcha.
So happy you're here. And then shortly, yes, I will see all your beautiful names on the spinny winny wheel of winny winny things. So you can win, win, win. I just have so much fun on here. I do.
Munchkin's tricking me, man. She's like, you know, if you're going to be taking me to all these fly-ins, I need you to buy me this book bag so that we can take on the plane, which great, you know, that yeah, we can fly to the fly-ins, but I'm not putting my equipment on a plane, so that kind of leaves me at a disadvantage. But she had a better idea. You know, this time we flew down and got a rental car when we were down there. And I'm thinking, you know what? It took 9 hours basically to get down there because of having to get up so early, wait for the plane, get on the plane, get off the plane,
Sure.
get the rental car. So if I would have just rented a car here and drove down there, it would have cost less money. And I
See?
could have brought my equipment with me.
Well, maybe next year.
Just rent a car with unlimited
Yeah.
mileage and go. Just make sure it's big enough to hold your paramotor. Throw that thing in there and go. That way you don't put mileage on your own car. Just saying.
That sounds like a plan, Scuba.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I think the next flying I go to, that's what I'm going to do. If it's really far, I don't want to put a lot more miles. My truck's already got a lot of miles on it. I don't want to put more. So I'm going to
Yeah.
rent a car and
Sure.
just
Just runs it. Absolutely.
the way
Look
they
at
do it.
all the names on the spinny winny wheel, the winny things.
Spinny
All
winny.
right, are we all ready?
Yeah,
Are
if
you
your
ready,
name's not on the
ready?
wheel in the chat, speak
Are
up.
we good, Will?
We could.
Okay, Will. All right, we got lovely Kramer in the house. Hello, Kramer, I love you. John Wayne Cowboys in the house. What's up, John Wayne? Gary Simons. We got 555. Kyle Neal in the house, of course. Joe Adele. What's going on, Joe? The other Nick. Plainfield PPG. Just want to flies in the house. We got CBs. We got Dewey's Milstead. I love you. We got CT Fly. Bill H, my best friend. James, Next Batman, Tom Tomlinson, Mark Emerson, what's up, dude? We got Munchkin, my lovely Munchkin in the house. We got Nature's Best. And is there, oh, there we go. Okay. Whoa, look at this. We got Ebub, James, and Vaughn is in the house tonight too. Welcome, welcome, everybody.
Did I miss anyone?
Did I miss anybody?
No, I
Got
think you got it.
everybody?
He actually had to scroll down on that list, so that's a bigger list for sure.
Yeah.
It is a
I think
bigger
I
list.
said, did I say Next Batman? I think I did. Did I say it?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure I got everybody.
What's up, Kramer? All right.
Lovely
Wonder how
Kramer.
Kramer's coming along.
Brief.
Kramer, you got to fly that trike yet? I'm just wondering because I haven't seen any updates on you flying that brand new trike you got over there, or brand used. I don't know which way you call it, but yeah.
Yeah, she's getting there.
We forgot Angela Preslick. Angela,
Oh, you are so in trouble, Will.
I know.
And then Tony. Tony.
Lovely Angela's in
Tony
the
in
house.
there?
All right, so
He's not in chat, is he?
before you do that, I see two names, it's Angela Preslick, but
Yeah, that's just a thing we do.
we are going to quickly
Oh.
hear from Lone Star and tell us about what we're going to win tonight.
Can't hear
You
Yeah,
cannot hear it?
it's
No.
really
No.
low. It was low on the video too, though. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to turn it up high enough.
On the big wheel.
I don't have a thing that's show. Oh,
Looks like it had a caption though.
Also, feel free to
Can you hear it
call.
now?
We've got advanced
It's better.
classes,
Yep.
track transition classes. We also
you need to
teach
tell him
instructor
to speak up
classes
next
as well as,
time.
Tandem certification.
So
This is
I don't-
Ron from Lone Star Paramotor, and we're here at Hangar 1 at Kitty Hawk Flying Field, just north of San Antonio.
can you hear it okay?
And proud to be a sponsor of tonight's
Okay.
show. So
Look at that
tonight we're
red,
giving
white, and
away
blue.
Lone Star Paramotor windsock
Nice.
on the
Nice.
big wheel. So good luck tonight, and look forward to seeing the show. Also,
Excellent.
we've got advanced.
All right.
Cool. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck
All
and
right,
thank
so-
you, Ron from Lone Star Paramotor.
Yeah, so I removed one James. So we only have one James, added Angela Preslick and Tony Marzano to the wheel, so we should be good. Do I need to reshare?
Mr. Vegas? What's up, Mr. Vegas?
Munchkin. I don't know that I added Munchkin. Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's in there.
Holy moly.
All right, do I need to reshare, Sean?
Yes.
Okay, so let me share it here. Share it there. Share.
Sorry about that, Angela. I'm just the messenger.
All right, so we ready?
We are
All
ready.
right.
You Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle already?
I'm gonna shuffle.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Oh my goodness.
Sure.
Let's see. I gotta think of a name who I want on here.
Gotta wait till it starts spinning though.
Oh,
they'll
before I say the name?
think- Yeah, otherwise they'll think it's rigged.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
when you are. Round
John
and round,
Wayne.
round she goes.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm gonna say Mark Emerson tonight.
You know, I was gonna say the same thing, so.
Really?
Yeah. I was
Okay,
just
I can go
gonna
with
say that.
somebody else. You can go with Mark then.
Or maybe that's what's gonna happen. Maybe it's gonna be Mark.
Plainfield PPG.
Plainfield,
Next
yeah.
Batman. Next Batman.
Which one
Or-
then? Do I change it? Give
No,
you
no.
give you Mark and then I'll say
They'll take you
Or
down.
maybe it'll be Tony Marzano because, you know, it's rigged for him all the time.
Yeah.
John Wayne.
I already picked John Wayne.
Oh, did you? Dang.
Well, here comes Tony Marzano and
Come
John
on,
Wayne.
Batman.
Ooh.
And
Oh.
John, yeah, I hope John doesn't
Ooh, is it
win.
gonna be John Wayne or
I
is
mean,
it
I
gonna
love
be
you, John, but everyone
Vegas?
wants it rigged.
Come on, look at that.
Oh
Tony
no.
Marzano. See, he's always saying it's
It's
rigged, and it's rigged for
so
him.
I
Apparently.
didn't even
close.
see him type in
It's
chat.
still
How'd he
moving.
how'd he
Tony
get his name?
Marzano.
Tony Marzano.
Congratulations, Tony.
Right on, man. Rigged.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
So Tony, all you gotta do is get up with Ron over at Lone Star. I'll let him know that you won. Just give him the information and he'll send it out to you. So once again,
Oh,
thank you
there
very
he
much,
is.
Ron, over at Lone Star Paramotor, official sponsor of our show. So good deal,
Viva Las Vegas, baby.
baby. Uh-huh. So
Tony said he needed a windsock, so that's cool.
that's perfect. That is
Yeah.
absolutely perfect.
CB needed one too. He's a new, I guess, a new pilot, so he's looking for one too.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
CT fly.
You know what I use for a windsock? Trail
What?
tape. Trail tape and an extendable fishing pole from Walmart.
Wow. That's very
Yeah.
creative.
Any wind whatsoever, we'll pick the trail tape up, and it's a little bit of a trick though because it's harder to see than a nice big windsock. But the bigger the sock, the harder it is for the wind to move it.
Right. Yeah, I
This
got
would be
those
my windsock if I was
Looks like
out there.
kite streamers that I
My
got. They're
windsock.
rainbow colored, but they're like 15 feet long. So any wind at all, and that thing is out there.
Yeah.
Is Chad
I'm very
PPG
creative.
in the chat tonight?
I
I didn't
haven't
see
seen him.
He's got a really cool windsock. What he does is he has the tube sock, and then going through it, he has the trail tape, and then he also has VHS tape going through it. And the VHS tape that picks up pretty much any wind. So
Ah,
he's got the 3 different levels, and his is the best sock to fly
I
with.
still got plenty of VHS tapes here. Good Lord. I don't think I have a VCR, but I got the tape still.
Well, there you go. Now you got a use for them.
There goes the porn collection.
I got wind socks for days, man.
Just be blown in the wind now.
It's just going in the wind. That's it.
Yeah. That's funny.
Does anyone use baby powder to check winds? Well, I'm lucky because I vape. I can just blow a puff of this out and I can see which way the wind's going most of the time.
I've seen people use lighters and just watch the lighter.
But when
Where-
you're landing, I can't use this because if I vape when I'm flying, it literally just it goes straight back. You can't do that.
I guess baby powder, what, in a bottle or something? You just puff it or something? Or
Yeah, I've seen that before. I've seen people.
what are that's really interesting. What are some ways that you guys check wind other than apps or something? Smoking, vaping, baby powder, lighters. What do you guys do?
Let your motor run, and when you don't smell the exhaust, you know the wind is, you're looking into it.
I mean, I do use vaping some to check it originally, but I still have a windsock out because it's not like after I'm strapped in and got my brakes in my hand, I'm not gonna reach in my pocket and try to vape. Let's see which way the wind's going. No, I'll look at the windsock, especially when you come into land, because this does not work for landing. So you need to be able to look down. You can, look for people that have fireplace going or grill going. If you smoke coming up, you can just see what way the wind's going by looking for flags, anything like that. Will be a good sign of which way the wind's going.
And you did take off, so you have a general idea, but that's not always the case. It doesn't
Right.
work.
Wind switches sometimes.
Yeah. Another thing, if you're a new pilot, is don't be the first to land. Take the time and study other pilots as they land and see that, and your wing naturally will weather vane into the wind. I mean, so you have a general idea which way the wind's coming from, because like Steve said that you smokestacks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or you
It-
can
it's-
circle once and you can get an idea of which way the wind is going.
And that is a really good idea because you feel sometimes you can get the feeling like, oh, I gotta land, I gotta land, I gotta land. No, man, it's all option. Things aren't just perfect, just go around.
That's true.
So was you there? Obviously you was there when Kevin got his first on foot landing, I guess.
Oh yeah, he did a really good job. He took off really well. He came around and he landed on his feet and he did a really good job. I mean, it looked good to me. However, he said that it was kind of bumpy.
Yeah.
But looking at the video, we watched the video and his wing was just smooth the entire way. So Kevin, tell us about your last flight, and from down on the ground, it looked smooth as could be. What did you feel and why was it different than what I saw?
I guess the times that I have flown it, when I take off, it's more of a gradual climb. This was like an elevator straight up. Wind, I'm not sure how fast it was blowing on the ground. But once I got above tree line, the wind hit me pretty good, and actually made me very made me very nervous. I stayed up though. Didn't feel comfortable getting in my seat, and that probably had a lot to do with my swinging and what's that oscillation that I had going on. But my landing was good, so I was pretty proud of that.
Oh, good.
Did you get video of that?
Sure did. We got
Yeah.
my view and his view.
Yeah, Sean's got it.
Good,
I mean, yeah, we're great.
right on. So there were a couple of comments. James says that Todd Scott had the best wind indicator. He used bird scare tape. It's foil color and you can see it shine super high up. That's nice. The sooner you can determine the wind direction, man, on a landing, the more comfortable you're going to be all the way around.
Bird scare
So,
tape.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up because that's a great
Yeah, I've
idea.
never bought any bird scare tape, so
I haven't either. I have a feeling I'd probably be buying some.
Oh,
Yep.
it's colorful.
Yep. You know, like reflective, like foil.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, that'd be
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Bill H
100
is recommending a bubble machine.
What a heck of an idea.
It's
Yeah.
actually pretty cheap.
Yeah.
You know, some of these things that you hear on these podcasts are just incredible because I never heard of, you know, bird scare tape, but you look on Amazon and it looks
wow,
like it's
look,
just
there it is. Wow, it's
Bird-
like rainbow. I like that rainbow one. That would be pretty cool.
now you can get this. I've seen this over at the Dollar Tree.
Really?
Huh.
Dollar Tree?
Yeah. Yeah, they have this at the Dollar Tree. I just thought it was like really neat reflective you know, some sort of tape or something.
I doubt that Dollar Tree has 298 feet of it, but
Well, you don't need that much of it. You're
no,
not-
you don't need that
That's
much.
good.
But they do
Throwing it
have it, and you know, $1 is better than $8.
Yeah, I don't think they're $1 anymore. I heard on the news they were going up to $7. That's what
No,
I heard.
that's their highest priced item. It's going to be $7.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
their normal stuff is $1.25 still.
Look
I
at
think-
that bird scare tape. Hey, you know what? And it may scare birds off. You don't have to worry about running into birds.
I'm just
Land
curious.
in your
if you
breaker
could put
motor.
it- I wonder
If
if that's
it's a
what you put on
bird
a
scare
box.
tape, right? It'll keep the birds away. I know when we fly out of Fort Monroe, there's a lot of seagulls and stuff over there. I'm scared every time we take off because it's the sky is crowded with them. They usually move out of the way, but it still worries me. So that stuff could come in handy. I'll use that instead of the the windsock I got now.
I wonder how durable that stuff is. I mean, trail tape's pretty durable, but after a while, you know, they get shorter and shorter and shorter. You got to replace it, of course.
Well, I wonder if you could put that on your windsock and make it even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, if I get that bird tape and it's like 300 feet of it, I'll just replace it as it goes bad. Just cut off some more.
That is true.
And of course, there's always the tried and true, pick up some pieces of grass and just drop it and see if you can determine the wind direction that way.
Yeah.
That one seems to be the one that everybody does. They reach for grass and they do this number. Unfortunately, you don't know what the winds aloft is, so you really need to still check your winds aloft because it could be really easy, blowing what, 2 miles an hour, and then like Kevin said, you go above the tree line and there's your gust and your rotor, kind of scare you a wee bit. So we checked the winds aloft, but it didn't look like it was bad. But we saw the wing. The wing was steady, just steady all the entire time. So new students, every little bump you can feel and it scares you to death.
Yeah.
Once you've been flying for a while, bumps are like, whatever.
Well, and it's super, don't fall into the trap either of thinking, okay, man, the winds are just perfect down here. I'm going to send it without checking the winds aloft. That's, ask me how I know. Because like you say, Sean, 100 feet off the ground, it could be wide open. And it got me good one time. So yeah, do you use Ryan Carlton for that?
I use Ventus Sky personally.
For
For
Winds
winds
aloft?
aloft. Yeah, winds aloft, I use Ventus Sky.
you guys don't use PPG report?
We use ppg.report, use
Oh.
Ryan Carlton, but I really personally, I like the Ventus Sky only because it's all animated. With ppg.report and Ryan Carlton, it's all numbers and your magnetic headings. With Ventus Sky, it basically shows you in lines and the numbers. It's like it's this heavy. It's like 5 miles an hour, and it shows you in the lines which way it's going. So visually, it's easier for me to see and understand, especially when you go up to the different winds aloft.
Well, okay. You mean as in the line with the frills on it?
Yeah, let me see if I can show you.
Because PPG report has the arrows of the wind direction.
Yeah, so it's like this. It's almost like windy. It shows you, where the wind is, how much it is, and you can go and you go to your like your different levels. Here's 100 meters above. Then it shows 250 meters above.
Oh yeah, you gotta
It shows,
scroll through it.
and it shows you like it pops up to green, which is really heavy. So 250 above, it's going at 25 miles an hour. Where on the ground, it's 5 miles an hour. So it's just really easy for me to look up 1,600 feet, 30 miles an hour. Zoom out, you can kind of see what the whole state is doing and where it's coming from.
I'm finding that PPG report is not as accurate for my area as it used to be.
Does it only use one model or can you select different models?
Yeah, I believe it's only one model. Let me double check here.
Now, also too, you can on your gaggle, you can go to your flying sites that you're part of, and you can tap it like this one, Run to the Sky, and you can actually see your site guide, and it shows you what days are flyable, when they're flyable, and how fast the winds are going to be. So Gaggle does a lot also. You might want to check that out.
You
I
know,
like Gaggle.
Tony was asking about who was talking. Go ahead, whoever.
I was just saying I like Gaggle. Gaggle incorporates pretty much everything.
Okay, Brian Waller, what he does before he flies is he sends up a balloon from his field, just to kind of get a visual cue as to what's happening as you you climb higher. That's pretty interesting. And the other day he was telling someone that he sent up 2 balloons and just watched their interaction as they stayed together, but they like worked around each other. It's kind of neat. Have you ever sent up a balloon? Just kind of watch the.
It's been hard to find helium lately.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, has it? At least they did a few months ago, maybe not.
Well, since the pandemic, a lot of things is hard to find. So, but yeah, balloons are definitely the way to go. I've heard that a lot. So, sounds good to me.
What's up, Greg?
Well, winner chicken dinner, Tony Marzano, congratulations. Got a Lone Star Paramotor windsock. So thank you very much, Lone Star, for giving that away. Scuba Steve, you do a really cool get together on Friday, not really like a paramotor thing, but you know, a vaping kind of paramotor thing. Tell us about that.
You wouldn't know, Sean, because you're never there.
Because I work apparently.
Apparently.
At night? 8 to 10 at night? Okay, right. We talk about vaping and we talk about paramotors on Friday. It's basically just a hangout show where we just talk about whatever's on our minds. It's a way to get stuff off your chest and just socialize with other people. That's what it is. So come check us out.
Yes, I'm gonna say it's Kevin's fault because he usually comes in Friday night. So, you know, we have to talk on Friday night. We totally forget that we have it out there, you know,
It's fine.
you know, stuff like that, you know, stuff and things. But anyways, what's the .com?
You can go to paramotoroutlaw.com. That will take you right to my YouTube page, or you can look up Scuba Vapes on YouTube and that'll take you there also. Either way.
Excellent. All right, Jim, our official sponsor from krpp.com and shenanigans at krppg.com. He's got that really cool QR code, so you might want to check that out. And what does that mean? And is there some sort of 10% off or something mentioning somebody's really cool name?
Yeah, if you mention PPG Grandpa, I'll give you 10% off. And the QR code goes to my YouTube channel. So click on it and please subscribe. And I'm giving away a t-shirt at the moment, and I plan on giving something else away here real soon. So if you click on there and subscribe, then you'll be in line for that as well.
Excellent. Angela Preslick, is there a question in the chat? I think I saw one that said something for Sean.
Yeah, she was wondering if you got the special glasses you need for the eclipse.
I got a couple of glasses. I've been trying different ones out, like this one right here. It said that it's official, but when you look at like regular lights inside, you can see them. So that's not right. Then I found some other ones that, you know, this really darkens up the sky. I found some other ones that work, but there's unfortunately a lot of not hacks, but they're not. Yeah, they're junk. So be really careful when you order your glasses online. We
Yeah,
got
you
some,
don't want to skimp on that, though. I mean, talking about your eyesight, that's kind of important.
Yeah.
Once it's total, you're okay. But before that, you need them glasses, without a doubt.
yeah, I've heard a lot of scary things that has happened in the past on past solar eclipses when they get something like this, but unfortunately it's just like, you know, sunglasses, and then they start looking at the sun and they, you know, they actually have their retina is burnt in a solar eclipse and they're blind for life. So not the best thing in the world. So be really super careful. As far as us having a bunch for people over at the fly-in, I don't know how many people are gonna go there. I'm only thinking maybe 5 or 10 people are going to be there. I mean, not a lot of people is RSVP'd or let me know that they're going to be there, other than about between 5 and 10. If more people are going to show up than that, I sure hope that everybody got their own solar eclipse classes, and hopefully, crossing our fingers that it's not a cloud cover and we can actually see it this year. If not, we might have to like fly above the clouds to watch it.
They'll
That'd
reschedule
be cool.
if it's rained out.
Paramotor Steve said he was going to be in his van and try to chase where there was not cloud cover just so that he could, you know, because I was thinking, oh, he could just go down to Sean's, but if there's cloud cover, he's probably going to go up to try and get out of the clouds so that he can get it on camera. We shall see.
Yep. We're gonna have a big get together Friday night after the eclipse, before everybody leaves. We should have like pulled pork and all the trimmings and everything. So if you guys do make it, at least make sure you come over for the flying on Monday,
If
because
you
we
said
got,
you were cooking, more people would have came.
Yeah,
of course we cook.
Once you mentioned food, they're like, "What? There's going to be food there?" All right, I'm going.
We got a pit boss that was donated. Every time we go out there, I mean, Kevin, how many times have we eaten burgers and chicken and hot dogs on the grill? Like all the time. He's on mute, so I think he's talking, but I don't.
Every time, every time.
We're always eating
Yeah.
over there. Always eating.
Filet mignon, T-bone
Oh, and the
steak.
T-bones, yeah, T-bones, yep. We got there's a place called 10 Box, really, really inexpensive meat. You can get steaks for like less than $5 a pound for steaks, and meat's just really cheap.
Tony says you should stream it live so we can watch.
We are still waiting on internet over at the school. We should have it this weekend, crossing our fingers. We're getting it from Mobile Citizen, which allows us to get a really good deal for nonprofits. So hopefully we'll have that shipped to us and installed and ready to go by the fly-in.
Unless somebody that's going to the fly-in shows up with their Starlink, then you'll be good to go.
how's
I
your
don't know.
service?
Donate some
How's your
Starlink.
cellular service there at the field?
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
all right.
Well,
That good, huh? All
well,
right.
the internet's supposed to be really good. So we're gonna have internet. We're gonna, put a bunch of repeaters everywhere. So we should be able to have really strong internet out there. We want strong internet. We need strong internet because we're gonna be doing a lot of simulations, a lot of simulators out there too with the Oculus. So, need to have lots of internet to do that.
What's up, Bushcraft, Texas?
Still got more people popping in.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I've got to run, guys. You have a great evening, and
All righty, Jim.
we'll
Good, Jim.
we'll see you next week.
Sounds good, Jim. Thank you for everything, and thank you for being our official sponsor, man. Make sure you guys
Thanks,
run over
Jim.
to carepp.com and watch the shenanigans at careppg.com.
Good night, all.
Later, buddy.
Hey.
Kyle Neal, man. Kyle Neal. He is our director of operations. Tell us a little bit about all the cool stuff that you're helping us do over at Run Into the Sky, man.
Well, so right now, what I've been focusing on, spending a lot of hours is buying the best equipment. Right now, I have acquired a push-to-talk comms that we are now looking into possibly making as our main comms for our helmets for what we are putting together for our students. Right now, we've actually put a bundle together for our students that actually just started or want to get the bundle. It's $500 where we get we got some few DVDs, we got the helmet, got some comms, we got a bunch of other things that come with it. It's a great bundle. You can look at it. It's on the Run Into the Sky page. It's an amazing thing. Right now as well, I'm looking into another head comm set that's actually Bluetooth and push to talk. It is it's something I'm hoping in the next few weeks I can actually get my hands on it and test it. And if it works out great, then that will probably be another bundle we'll do with our helmets. We're gonna have different variety of equipment for our helmets that we can put together. That way we can have different price varieties. And at the moment, that's what I've been working with for now, at least.
And he's been working his bum off, putting in 40 hours a week on top of his normal job that he does. So thank you very much for everything you do, Kyle. Definitely appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. It's my privilege. I'm happy to do it. Reason why I've been putting so many hours in is I'm trying to find the absolute best deals we can get for our equipment. That way we can actually create bundles at a lower fraction of a price than what other competition is, so we can make it more affordable for our students and others who would like to actually purchase it. So that's what I've been striving to do for us. That way we can, stand out and help other schools as well if they wanted to do a wholesale for something or along the lines of stuff like that.
Excellent. So can't wait. You're gonna be over at the school, you said, Saturday, Sunday, Monday?
Yes, I will be there Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'll probably be there early in the morning until late in the afternoon. So if anybody ever comes there, come say hi to me. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about paramotors.
Everybody loves to talk about paramotors. Good deal. Kevin Houston, man. Kevin Houston is our president of Run Into the Sky. He's been doing a lot of stuff over there too. If I'm putting on your spot, I'm sorry, but
No, you're good.
what's some of the cool things that we're doing over at Run Into the Sky, Mr. President?
Setting up this fly-in, getting ready for it. Aluminum for aviation. And I think the study guide, student handbooks are all complete by now.
Yeah, aluminumforaviation.org. That's one of the things that we're working on right now. If you guys have aluminum cans, we're doing kind of like aluminum can drives and stuff. So if you're able to save your cans and go get them recycled, we would definitely appreciate anything you can get from them. If you live locally, just bring your cans on over, kind of like what Kevin did, and I'll take them over and get them recycled too. Aluminumforaviation.org. That's really cool. What else we got going on, Kev?
I broke a pull cord on a paramotor that I've got to fix.
That's right, you did, didn't you?
Yes. Yep. Yep. So working on that, and that's all I can think of off the top of my head. What about the websites? Have you talked about the
Oh, that's right. So one of the cool things over at DreamHost, we
it.
get a free website. So I'm building a website so we can move all of our .coms and everything to a free website that that gives you a free website for nonprofits. So if you're a nonprofit and you want a free website, check out DreamHost. They seem to really work with all nonprofits. So check that out too. All right, Will Fly, man. Will Fly is our treasurer. He does just the tip videos. He has a really successful channel on YouTube, willflyppg.com. He's still on mute, but I'm going to go ahead and hand this off to him in just a second. So tell us a little bit about what you do, my friend, and thank you so much for helping us out.
Yeah, man, I'm just a regular guy. I like to fly and make videos about it, put them up on YouTube, and try to make it educational somewhat. You know, if I learn a tip, I'll share it with others. You can find me, search for Will Fly on YouTube or directly willflyppg.com. Also, if you live in the Southeast, check out our paramotor page, Southeast Paramotor Group. That's right up your alley. And tomorrow night, we got another show with Tuesday Night Hangout. So it's 8 o'clock tomorrow night, YouTube. You can find it by going to ppgshane.com, ppgshane.com. And yeah, love to have you. I'm not going to tell you what the topic is because I have no idea what the topic is. We don't know until we start talking. So it could be anything. Great show.
Kind of almost like what we did tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Real organic, we'll call it.
Sounds good. No filter.
No filter. That's right.
Excellent.
No.
And Linda with her no filter. Linda Thompson, our PR girl. What's up? Thank you so much for helping us out. She's also part of Run to the Sky, PR person.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm just so
everybody
happy
needs a PR person.
I
I
can
tell you
pass
what,
on.
we got her as the PR person. You can't beat
Yes.
it.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I got a little extra information on our weather guy. And this is Eric Farewell sent me. He said that Dave Wirt is who I would most highly recommend. He said he's a former NOAA weatherman and aviator employee. Amazing guy. There you go. Coming from Eric Farewell, I mean,
Yeah.
there you go. I'm like, okay, we're gonna get him on the show. Pretty excited.
Well, I'm excited. Sounds like we're gonna have really awesome topics because a lot of people need to know all about weather.
Yes. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you, chatters and listeners and all that good stuff for being with us tonight. And so next week, no show next Monday, right? Because
What?
the eclipse.
No, we're gonna have a show. We're just not gonna have a guest. We're just gonna be talking about the eclipse and our flying, what
Oh.
happened, all that fun
Right.
stuff. So
Okay,
we'll,
okay.
we'll be there. We'll be here next week. Just
Okay,
no
all
guest.
right.
Unless
Sounds
you want to
good.
be a guest because you've taken some really awesome pictures of the eclipse.
Yeah,
There
and
we
shout
go.
out to Sky Hiker Mike. He joined us, and so did 2 Feet in a Heartbeat.
Excellent. Just in time for us to say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
And we're
was
saying-
fun though.
And we're saying goodbye to everybody a little bit early tonight, only because I got hand surgery. They're going to take a cyst out of my hand here. So it's early in the morning thing for me. And I told them just cut it off here. You know, I don't need a
There
hand.
you go.
Who needs hands? That's just,
Makes it
Everything
easier
gets
for the
away.
brake toggle if you just nub it.
I know, right? No, but
Nub it.
You need a new hand. Right,
Yeah.
that's right. So this was great, guys. This was
had a really
good.
good time, really good time. And once again, thank you, Lone Star Paramotor, the Windsock. That was really awesome. And Tony Marzano won that tonight. And Scuba Steve is ordering a Helix from Run Into the Sky. So we appreciate you for doing that.
Awesome.
Anything else
guys
before we
are
say
awesome.
goodbye to everybody?
Thank you so much, team. I appreciate you. Appreciate everything you guys do for the show, for all of us. Good.
Had a blast.
Yeah, we'll
Good
keep you in our
stuff.
prayers. Angela says you should keep you in her prayers too.
Oh, thank you. All right. If that's it, then I would like to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you very much. My name is Sean
That'll
Simon.
be
Alright.
fine right after the surgery. He'll just not use that finger. He'll use the other 3 or 4 that he's got. Well, thumb isn't really a finger. I mean, it's a finger, but it's not. Yeah.
It's been a
I
pleasure.
love you, Munchkin. See you Friday, Munchkin. Save me a
there.
seat.
I guess I will probably try to fly with my hand all bandaged up because you really don't need hands to fly. So
Right.
yeah, I'll have to prove a point. You don't need a hand to fly.
Great time to practice your weight shift.
Unless you pull start with that hand, that would not be good. Use your other hand.
Time to get electric start.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll be thinking about you. I'll keep you posted, Sean, on for next week too.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I can't wait to have that
Okay.
that podcast with the weather guy. Yeah, so if you guys know anybody that is into paramotors, that maybe into weather or something, anything, that maybe a FAA friend, you know, that you might want to have as a guest, let us know. Let Linda know, and let's get them on and get some really awesome guests on here. I mean, we have awesome guests, but maybe somebody that knows something that, you know, we really need to know.
Yeah, or somebody who's had a really unique experience flying a paramotor, or their paramotor instructor, someone you want to see on the show. That's
Yeah.
Exactly. We are a nonprofit. We're not we're not going to, I mean, what is that? We're not in we can have a bunch of people, a bunch of instructors all together. We can hang out, we can learn from each other. We're not in competition. So if you own your own paramotor school and you want to join us, please join us and talk about your school, talk about, you know, your training, what you do, and, you know, maybe we might learn something from it. I think that more people that get on here that are paramotor instructors might be able to help other paramotor instructors or other schools because, hey, check this out. I do this. You guys do this, you know, something like that. So
and shameless plugs are allowed on this show too.
100%, 100% get your plug in. Scuba Steve, what's your plug?
Fly safe.
Maybe your .com.
.com. ParamotorOutlaw.com. There you
There
go.
we go. All right, paramotoroutlaw.com.
All right. That's
Mine
right.
is runintothesky.com or .org. Also fly paramotors, so iflyparamotors.com. Kyle, do you have any plug or anything?
No, not yet, bud.
Not yet. All right. Kevin, you got a plug, I bet, right?
Flying50.com.
Flying 50.
He's
Are
got to
you-
get some red and blue LEDs going around his hoop. I'm just saying,
That
would
would
be
be
cool.
really cool.
right?
Yeah.
With a siren, right?
That would be even better with a megaphone.
Yeah, flying 50. We're watching you here. Full alert.
Yep.
And
That's
Heck yeah.
awesome. Will Fly.
Time to land. We need to land and get some donuts.
Some donuts.
You know why? You know why cops always get told about the donuts things, like or what is that? Everybody talks about cops and donuts. Well, guess what? Everybody likes donuts. So do I. So you just can't talk about cops and donuts because everybody loves donuts. Will Fly,
Everyone's like, oh boy.
Will Fly, your plug.
my plug, well, same as before, just check out my videos at willflyppg.com. And we've got fly-ins coming up. May 9th is the infamous Bad Apples. So I plan on attending, and if you're going to be there, please look me up. Say hello. I love putting names to faces.
May
so.
9th is Bad Apples.
May
When's
9th.
Spring Wing? I thought Spring Wing was before Bad Apples. Am I losing my mind?
We're
Yeah.
always losing our mind, but
Why do they
yeah,
keep saying reload page?
I'm gonna definitely
Oh, okay.
put Bad
Spring
Apples.
Wing
too.
is May 15th through the 19th, so it's after Bad Apples.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Bad Apples for sure.
That's
And
one
Will
not to miss.
said, bring me a Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Well,
But
Mm,
don't come and see me unless you
mm,
have a blizzard in your hand.
that sounds good. Sonic always has their stuff, their blizzards, their half price things. I have to
Do you
go
have
over to-
cookouts there, Sean?
We always have cookouts, yeah, man.
You have cookouts there? That they make the best Oreo shake. Man, I
Oh,
love it.
He's talking about the restaurant cookout.
Yeah, the restaurant cookout.
Oh no, we do cookouts, but
Oh.
we don't have a cookout.
I was confused, yeah.
Oh, there are
Okay.
Okay.
cookouts here. We got plenty.
Their Oreo shake is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yummy.
You have
I
to
don't know.
bring
I make
some
my
over.
own Oreo thingies at home. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna have to go over to Dairy Queen real quick and get something, making me hungry.
I've been on a diet for a month now. I've only lost 12 pounds. I'm like, man, I was supposed to drop 20 right off the bat, but I've only down to 12.
That's still really good. I mean, what are you doing for your diet?
Just keto. That's what I do.
Keto? Well, there you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Starving over here, man.
You need to eat
Oh,
more
look at
keto,
you.
more meat. Go
Oh, my
carnivore, dude.
God.
That's yeah, I eat a lot of meat.
There you go. Do carnivore. All right, Linda, your plug.
Yes.
Your plug.
Your plug. Go ahead.
Not my first rodeo.
So do your plug, Linda.
Do my
Par-
thing.
Yeah,
do I do?
ParamountUSA.com. That's your
Oh,
plug.
yeah. I'm like, what are we talking about here? I thought you were saying plug your ears. I'm like, sure.
Oh, she's getting the pom poms
Around
out.
the
She's
world
about to have a
3 times,
cheer
you
and
know?
everything. All right.
All right. Your
No,
plug.
if you want to be a guest on my show, the one and only Monday night show, just get up with ParamountUSA.com. Takes you right to my Facebook page. It's awesomely. And just let me know. Say, hey, I want to be a guest on your show. I must said paragliding talk. I'm still having like withdrawals from that on Thursday nights. Oh my gosh. But yeah. So if you want to be on our show, just get up with me and we'll get you all squared away.
Sounds
do they
good
get
to
up
me.
with you? How do they get up with you?
They go to ParamountUSA.com.
That's it.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad you guys helped me out,
It's
I like
late at night. I'm fumbling around too. I'm ready to go to bed. I gotta get up early in the morning tomorrow, so I'll keep you all posted to let you know what's going on.
Okay.
One of the cool things, real quick before we go, is that we
Okay.
have what's called AI Companion on Zoom. So AI companion on Zoom is really cool. This is what I just clicked. Clicked catch me up. It said the meeting involved a casual conversation among the members of Paramount USA team. Team discussed various topics such as their preparation for an upcoming eclipse, their experience with paramotor fly-ins, and their plans for the future. They also discussed the importance of flying within certain ranges to avoid being dangerous to oneself and others. Paramount team also introduced their personal experience, such as Sean Simons, the story
I
about.
need a little gold medal next to my Paramount.
I'm telling you, it's like the AI is thinking that this is your show. It's hilarious. Finding better deals for equipment. Kyle Neal's effort to find the best deals for the school. The team, Paramount's team also discussed their plans for future events on potential collaboration with other teams. They also mentioned their use of the free website for nonprofit DreamHost. The meeting ended with an invitation for anyone interested in being a guest
Interesting.
on Paramount's show.
Huh?
Reach
So
out.
the AI puts that all in there, huh?
It
Yeah,
skipped
yeah,
all the
look-
pre-flight safety
That
stuff.
is so crazy.
No, that wasn't for this show, was it?
Yeah, I just did catch me up right now.
How about
So if
that?
you go over
Not
to
a
your
damn
AI
thing about us, Steve.
I
Yeah.
know, man. That's some
Go-
bullcrap.
go to the AI companion, right? Click that, and then where it says catch me up, hit catch me up. There's also the little dots that says was my name mentioned.
Catch me up.
What are the action items and what topics were discussed? Let's go ahead and go to what were the topics discussed. See what AI companion says about that. The
We
topic
talked Dairy Queen.
was the upcoming eclipse,
fry.
personal experience with paramotor fly-ins, future events, potential collaboration with other teams. They also discussed importance of flying within certain ranges to avoid danger and the use of a free website for the nonprofit DreamHost. Okay, interesting. Was my name mentioned? No, only Linda Anderson and her team. Well, really? Come on. That is
you can shadow them.
crazy.
Okay.
All right. So apparently this is her show. So hey, since this is your show, go ahead and say goodnight to everybody. We'll call it a night.
Good night, everybody. I love y'all. Love y'all.
All right.
Thank you so much for everything you do. My
All right.
team, Paramount USA team.
Lots of love. Thank you all.
Lots
We'll
of
see you
love.
next week.
Thank you,
Enjoy
Chatter.
the clips. If you want to come over to the clips, can't wait to meet y'all. Have a good one.
Good night.
Bye.
Night, y'all. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate y'all.